Hey family, it's your girl, Boss B, and welcome to the Ask a Bee Show, the place where your letters come to life. Every day people write in with real questions about life, love, and everything in between. And together we find hope, healing, and a whole lot of honesty. Because here on Ask a Bee, we don't just talk about problems, we talk about possibilities. So grab your tea, open your heart, and let's buzz into today's letters right here on the Ask a Bee Show.
Hey there, we're live again. Welcome back to the Ask a Bee Show, the show built on truth, curiosity, real conversations, and, the kind of honesty you don't get in everyday life. Most days, it's just you and me here reading letters, unpacking the heavy stuff, finding a little humor where we can, and trying to make the world feel just a little less loud. But today's has a totally different energy, okay? Today's episode is built around a question that carries weight, responsibility, fear, love, duty, all of those beautiful things, and the kind of reality check most people never talk about out loud. Now, when you step into a job that demands bravery, service, major sacrifices, okay, it isn't just you who steps into it. Someone else will step into it with you eventually, if not already. And that's what today's letter is all about. So, but before we unpack all of that, and trust me, we are going to unpack it, we're bringing in someone who knows this world far better than I ever could. Okay. Someone who has lived it, breathed it, survived it, and retired from it with the kind of humility most people never earn. Okay. So right here, right now, help me welcome a man who does not sugarcoat, does not fluff, does not dance around the truth, and does not pretend to be anything he isn't. Our very own Walt Talks.
Hey. I like that introduction, B. I'm like, wow, this guy must be pretty good. Who could he possibly be talking about? But the check is in the mail.
Let me take a look here. What's that beside you?
Oh, old call box / telephone.
Yes.
For emergency purposes, somebody gave me 30 years ago, maybe. Yeah. And people always ask me where I got it from. I can't find it on Amazon or eBay or anything. Yeah,
but that right
it's
there just shows me you're perfect for this.
Yeah. So that's the one thing that I've had to stand my ground on when I got married. All right, this is going in the kitchen. This is what's happening. So
there you go.
Yeah.
You got to stand your ground on something,
Hey, look, my clothes may be in the basement closet and all that other good stuff, but the phone is in the kitchen where I said it's supposed to be.
That's the way we like it.
How you doing today, B? What's going on?
You your wife.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Oh, yep. Yeah. So I'll deal with it when she sees the replay.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. It's so good to have you on this stage.
Good to be here. This is kind of different, On this side, it's always a little different. So
right?
I see what people mean when they say they're a little nervous and yada yada. Even though people talk all day, it's like just being on this side. It's like I'm not a control freak, but it's just like the unknown is always excites me. You know what I mean? So it's just like not being in control per se, but just where we going with this. So this is good. And I know with that grin you got on your face, I know we're going to have some fun today. So I'm looking forward.
I think it's great. Great. You can read me like a book now.
Hey B, I just pay attention. I just pay attention, you know. I just
I
pay
know you
attention.
do. That's why
We
I'm
got a
so
lot.
happy you're
We
here.
got a lot in common, though. But you know, I kind of get this feeling that you just rubbing your hands together, saying, "I got him this time." So
Oh
yeah, that
yeah.
part right.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
that part right there.
At least with the trivia.
Okay, all right. Yeah, that.
I'm
Oh man,
excited
yeah.
about
You
the trivia. I'm not even
you
gonna
get me with
play.
the trivia. The trivia, like I may get half of it, but you always give the backstory, and sometimes I don't know the backstory. So yeah, that's good to know.
I knew it would be fun.
Hmm.
Hey there, Niecy Jackson, my plus sister.
Oh
Good to
wow,
see
hey Nisi.
you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, now that Walt is here, we're gonna ease back into the episode a little bit. It's not the theme of this one is not really a light question. It's uh and the big one isn't a joking letter, but we do have one of those too. So
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and try to get into that trivia because well, the funny letter will be good, you know it will, but
Hmm.
um the bigger letter, it's gonna be something.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm here for it. Whatever you
I'm a little
need,
nervous about it, to tell you the
I'm
truth.
here for it. Okay. This
Hey,
ought to
look
be
at
fun.
there. Hey, Walt.
Hey, how you doing, Nisi Jackson? What's happening?
Oh, that was, yep.
Yeah.
Here we go. Okay. So before we do step into the letters today,
Hmm.
I want to loosen up just a little bit.
Okay.
And if there's one thing I've learned in hosting this show, it's that when we're about to dive into something big, it helps to kind of
Hmm.
stretch your energy legs first.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And you already know the show it's little rituals, kind of, I guess.
Hmm.
One of them is the trivia, of course. And
Hmm.
normally I'm the one throwing the question out there, and everyone in the chat is yelling well, soon I hope we'll be yelling them randomly at their phone, like I can hear them or something. But
Hmm.
today, since you're here, we got to turn this into a little game and have some fun with it.
Okay. I'm all for it. Let's go.
All right. So I know you grew up with your Motown, right?
Okay.
Right?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Right.
Not the radio cut versions, though, because
Right.
I
Right.
know
Right.
you.
Nah.
The kind of
Yeah.
music where the bass line kind of walked and the horns were
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
sketchy, background vocals were smoother than Sunday morning, right?
That good old Saturday morning cleanup. You know, when
Yeah,
you hear
there
that
you
playing on
go.
Saturday morning, you're not leaving the house until it's clean.
Right.
So that's what it is.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because the stuff where, oh gosh, you and I could probably talk about this stuff for hours.
Hmm.
But we're going to try and keep it light,
Okay.
because I'm going to give you the
Okay.
question first, but we're going to talk about everything else before I get you the answer.
All right.
All righty. So here it is. Oh, sorry. So today's Motown mystery: which future
Hmm.
Motown legend once worked as a Detroit firefighter
Oh,
before
shoot.
becoming one of the
Oh
most
man.
recognizable voices in R&B?
What Motown
I'll
legend?
read it to you again.
Yeah.
Which future Motown legend
Future. There you go. Future. That's the word I missed. Okay.
once worked as a Detroit firefighter before becoming one of the most recognizable voices
Wow.
in R&B?
Hey B, you had to dig deep for that one.
I did.
I
All
mean,
week long.
I listened to a lot of oldies but goodies. I listen to WPFW 89.3 FM out of Washington, D.C. every Saturday morning, one of the best oldie shows that I enjoy. And
Mhm.
they play a lot of trivia. I have never, ever heard that one. Wow. You got me on that one. Let's see what your guests come up with. I don't have a clue. I
Well, think
mean,
about it for a minute.
and he
Yeah.
was a singer. All right, so let's go through the usual suspects. It wasn't Smokey.
I'm not
It
going to
wasn't
give you the answer
Smokey.
yet.
We unfortunately, I mean, due to ADA restrictions, it was not Stevie Wonder. Wasn't Little Michael Jackson because he was 5.
Uh-huh.
It had to be. I don't even know, B. And you say
You gotta,
Motown.
you got till the end of the
All right.
show to think
Yeah.
about it.
And I'm not,
All
and look,
right.
I'm not going to touch my phone. I'm not going to,
Don't
because
you
you got me.
Google it.
No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that.
I know you won't.
I don't have a clue on that one. And let me put that out there right now. Without more clues, I couldn't answer that. So if I do come up with an answer, it was divine intervention, or I got to my phone without you noticing it, or you gave me some another clue. So that's what it is.
There you go.
Damn, a firefighter
I
in
love
Detroit
it. Yes.
during
Big Jack, I
Motown.
hope you're watching this right now.
Yeah. Hey, look, my motto would be, at no time is the champ in trouble.
No, sir.
But
No, sir.
today it looks like it's down goes Frazier, down goes Frazier.
Nah. Oh,
Yeah.
guess who?
Oh, you got me. I don't know. Think of the D and B. That's a hint.
Hey, Big Jack.
My
Nobody's saying
man,
nothing
Big
about
Jack
no
and
hints
D.
now.
Dennis Edwards of the Temptations? No.
All right.
Okay.
Are you
All
ready
right.
to move on?
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Thanks for the lifeline, Big Jack.
Yeah, Big Jack.
My man. Oh, we gotta stick together, Jack. My man.
Y'all
Yeah.
bully each other on your show, but you help
Oh
each other out
yeah.
on mine. All
Look,
right, I got this.
it's no secret. He's been bullying me my whole life, and I'm 5 years, 6 years older than him. So yeah, but he's a bully, 100%.
Yeah. His mama's belly was yelling at you, wasn't it?
Yeah, he's a bully. He's a bully. That's my main man. As he calls me, his brother that he never from another mother that he never asked for. Even when he gives me a compliment, he got to make it left-handed. You know what I mean?
Now y'all sound like me and my best friend.
Yeah. So
we share a brain cell. That's what we say.
Yeah.
I'll say something. She'll finish my sentence.
Yeah, I should have beat him up when he was about 8 and I was 13. Only time I would have had a shot, because now I just got to suffer through it, So yeah, we kind of like Martin Lawrence and Eddie Murphy in Life.
Boys.
Yeah. No, in Life.
Oh, Eddie Murphy.
The movie Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of like that guy.
Age there.
Yeah. We just kind of argue about, just debate everything, So yeah, and it gets no better on the golf course or the bowling alley. So yeah. Well, all my life I had to fight, B. All my life dealing with Big Jack.
Okay, Seeley. Okay.
I tried my best. All right, B, I'm sorry. What we got going? I digress.
No, this is exactly what I was hoping for. You're good.
Awesome. Man.
This is going to prove to be an amazing show. And we just started. I mean, we got, 12 minutes into this already.
All right. Oh, my God. Yeah, my man, Big Jack.
We're going to be here a minute.
Okay.
I hope. I love it. I hope. All right. Before we get into that serious part of today's show letter, gonna loosen up a little bit more, you think?
Okay, let's go.
I don't think you need to. All right, I'm gonna give you this funny letter. Seems pretty funny to me. I think it's perfect.
Okay.
All right. Dear B and Walt. Now listen, I need help, real help. This got to be from Texas, so I'm gonna have to do my accent and everything.
I hear you. I'm all in for the accent. Hey, B, I love context. You're putting this in great context. I'm a context person, so you're putting this in great context.
See, now that I know I wrote this right. See, now I know.
Okay.
No fluff, just the good stuff.
Hey, man, I'm all in.
All right. Okay, where did I leave off? No. Now listen, I need help, real help. The kind of help that maybe only a retired fireman and a woman with more patience than the entire internet could possibly give. Because I'm dealing with a crisis in my home. And no, it's not an emotional one. Okay. It's not spiritual. It's not even romantic. It's technological.
Oh, Lord, the bat is beeping. It's beeping.
And I am losing this battle. See, my wife has recently decided that we're going to be a YouTube couple.
Okay.
I'm so glad we had last night's show because this one was coming up.
Right in there.
Right? Okay, I don't know what I did in my past lives to deserve this, but apparently I'm paying off the karma now. She has been watching these content creators who wake up cute, drink color coordinated smoothies, and have ring lights brighter than the pearly gates. I'm sorry, this is so funny. And now suddenly she wants us to be that. Us. Two
There you
people who
go.
still argue about who unplugged the toaster before.
There you go.
That would be me.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
People who don't even match socks, let alone aesthetics. B, I'm not even sure I'm camera ready for FaceTime, let alone a full HD channel. So she tells me, honey, we just need to film our every life day or everyday life. Pardon me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
People love authenticity. And I'm thinking, no, they don't. Not our authenticity, because our authenticity is me in my 20-year-old pajama pants trying to find my glasses that are on top of my head. Amen.
My man. There you go. I know this guy. I can relate to this guy anyway. Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. Our authenticity is her yelling from the bathroom, I need a towel, and me yelling back, I'm outside. There's nothing cinematic about this. There's no plot. There's no lighting team. There's just chaos and an unpaid husband. And B, I tried to be supportive. I did. I held the phone. I nodded. I pretended I knew I pretended I knew what B-roll meant. But then she crossed the line. She bought a tripod, a really tall one, a real one.
All in.
Now, everywhere I go, there's a tripod watching me like a judgmental spider. I walked into the kitchen and jumped because I thought a skinny burglar was standing there. I opened the closet and found one hiding like it was waiting for an interview. I told her, sweetheart, if we're going to become content creators, we need to ease into this. She said, perfect. Let's do a morning routine video. B, our morning routine is absolute war. I'm not filming that. I'm barely living through it. So here's my question. How in the name of oh my gosh, how in the name of marital harmonies do I get my wife to calm down before we end up posting a video called Couple Has a Meltdown Over Missing Remote Gone Wrong, Firefighters Called? Because at this rate, you might have to come out of retirement, well, just to hose this one down. Wow. Well, sincerely, this one is from a man, sincerely signed, a man being hunted by tripods.
Did I miss how long have they been married? Did I miss that? Did he mention that?
He didn't actually say that, but I wager quite a while.
Yeah. So basically, in advice is what you ask for when you already know the answer and wish you didn't. So he already knows he's getting ready to be in the podcast in the business. Let's start with that.
Right.
So he already knows that. And then he said matrimonial harmony. So he knows peace and harmony must prevail at all costs. So he's already in. So he's just trying to hold on to his dignity at some point and not trying to replace his 20-year-old pajamas, I would imagine, because they're comfortable, and she'll probably have him in a smoking jacket and an ascot before it's all over.
See,
but his authenticity is what she likes. That's what she likes. So he'll be okay. I think, you know what though, B? I think he'll love it. I really do.
Right.
I think he'll love it because a guy like that sounds like he has something to say. And let me go a step even a step further. And I don't say this to impress anybody, but to impress upon him. If I can do it, my man,
right?
You shouldn't have a problem at all.
Right?
Because I came in kicking and screaming, and Jack is my best friend, one of my best friends, and we're not married or nothing like that, so we just good buddies, and I came in kicking and screaming. So you need peace. You have more of an incentive than I did, So
right?
So I was just trying not to disappoint my friend. You need to be able to sleep at night without one eye open.
Oh my gosh.
So do what you got to do, man. I mean, that's what it is. But I think you'll enjoy it. I think he'll enjoy it. Let the people judge. Let the people be the judge.
Right.
Let the public be the judge. I mean, they'll jump in and say some things,
Yep.
and he won't even know then how good he is. So
Right.
good luck with that.
Yeah,
That's my opinion. You know what I mean? So
there you go.
but under no circumstances, are you to resist or fight this. You don't want to die on this hill right here, because once you're gonna record you anyway, so you might as well, it's easy to run to a fight than run from it. So you might walk to a fight than run from it. So you might as well just go along with the program, man. And
there you go.
Make sure at the very least you got no holes in your socks or whatever the case is.
Yeah, I'm sitting here hoping my husband's watching this, to tell you the truth.
Yeah. Draw the line, man. You gotta be clothed at all times. You gotta be dressed,
Right.
Hopefully, and I'm guessing you'll be getting new pajamas and underwear for Christmas. So
probably a whole box for a whole wardrobe.
Yeah, that's what'll happen right there. She'll have them all shined up and everything, and he'll have a new haircut, and his friends won't know him, and they'll make fun of him, but everybody will love him. 100%.
Absolutely.
100%. Yeah.
Honestly, I have to add a little congratulations there, because, and not because they became a content creator, but for discovering the natural predator of modern husband, the tripod.
Oh, hey. There's worse ways to spend your morning, afternoon, and evening. You know what I mean? So it'll be fun. And
let me tell you, I own 4, so
yeah. It'll be fun.
Yeah,
I mean, he'll figure it out.
Yeah, I figured this one we can relate on both sides of the field here.
Wow. So he's really, like I said, he dead man walking. He already knew he was done.
Right.
When he sent you the letter, he knew he was done. So
exactly.
please forgive me for not giving you any sympathy, or empathy for that matter, because I've been there. But you're on your way. You're on your way. And
See, that is so perfect.
Hey, look, and if you do decide to resist, good luck with that, champ.
Amen. Oh,
yeah,
hallelujah.
Good luck with that. Yeah. I wouldn't advise it, though. I would not advise it.
No, you might as well. If you're going to ease into something, you let her show you how to ease into it, because you ain't going nowhere else.
Absolutely. Because if you try, and look, I tell you what, if you try to ease out of the situation, you will become a reality show for the wrong reasons.
Amen to that.
Oh my God! Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
So,
I mean, I have to say, I love the detail in that one. That was pretty good.
Look, I usually don't negotiate with terrorists, but she gave him fair warning. So she gave him fair warning. So
there you go. Thank you.
Gave him fair warning. Yeah, so he'll be fine.
She's not trying to torture anybody or anything. She's just excited.
That's a relative term.
And inspired, even by his 20-year-old pajamas.
Yeah. That's probably the one thing. It's probably the one thing he brought into the marriage that he still has.
There you go.
So hold on to him, buddy. Hold on to him, man. Those are yours. Yeah.
Hey, 35 years with this man, and I can tell you, he's probably got at least 2 pairs of pajama pants that he will not get rid of. And I've tried.
But you know what I can appreciate as I get older? A good gift of underwear or pajamas or whatever, socks, ties. I appreciate it, because
yeah. Hey,
let's be honest about it. What do we really need? What do I really need?
At this age, we're built for comfort, not speed.
So at this age, a Harley Davidson gift certificate or a golf gift certificate, I'm good. Nothing is fine. My health is even better.
There you go.
If I'm healthy, I'm fine. I'm alive and well. Hey, look, in spite of myself, I'm still here. So I appreciate being here, Yeah.
Well, I appreciate that you're here too, sir.
I appreciate you having me. I appreciate you having me. So, and I appreciate you lighting it up, because I feel like this thing is going to get serious.
It is a little bit, but I really think you can handle this one. Well, I wouldn't.
I'll be okay. Okay.
I wouldn't have brought this one up if I didn't. And I really, like I said before, I think I told you, this is someone I know, actually.
Okay.
I just recently talked to and told him about the show and everything. And then I get this email, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to have Walt. Okay. Because number one, it's a good person, and I know this person's character, and I know we're just looking for something solid to stand on right now is what he's looking for. And I know if there's anybody that can give that to him right now, it's you. And I want to be that in between to help that.
I appreciate that.
What
Let's
we're
see
about.
I'll do my best. Let's
Oh,
hey,
you
look, here's the
always
thing.
do awesome,
I might
man.
not give him the point of view,
Mhm.
but I will definitely give him a point of view, which happens to be my point of view. So I can
Right.
only, so at least he'll have something. It might be, I definitely don't want to do that. And he can appreciate that if that's the case, especially if he's a
Yes.
firefighter. He can appreciate the fact, well, we definitely don't want to do that. So,
Right.
so
Right.
that's fine. Yeah.
No, I hear you. And yet another reason why I'm so happy that you're here to help me with this one, because
I appreciate you.
it's personal. So I need to give him something. I feel like it's kind of my duty at this point to give him something. And like I said, you're the only one I know that is capable of doing this. And I feel like he will walk away from watching this feeling a bit better. And that's the whole point, right? Is so that he'll feel better because he has another perspective.
There you go. But full
Everything is
disclosure.
about perspective.
Everything's about perspective. And full disclosure, I appreciate it because this will save me from talking into the computer or the phone, answering your questions, and messing up with the auto type in the chat. So because you have some great, I mean, it's like, man, you got some real good questions, and I'm like, wow, and then it just puts, everything puts, for me, every situation, especially when people share their situations with me, it puts my life in perspective. So I always appreciate that. And that better words is different, and it's like we are all one of one.
Yes.
So so we are all one of one, and everybody's different. And then depending on your your level of maturation at that point in your life when you're going through what you're going through, that has an effect on it too. So
Amen.
that's where I am with it. Yeah. All right, B, let's get it. What do we have here? All right, let's get
it. All right. I'm just gonna go ahead and get into it.
Okay.
Dear B, I never thought I'd be writing into a show like this, but I guess that's what happens when life hits you with something you don't know how to handle. I'm a brand new firefighter, only a few years in, and I'm trying to adjust to everything that comes with this career. The hours, the adrenaline, the unpredictability, the sudden shifts from calm to chaos, all of it. I knew it going in, and that this was the life I wanted. I knew the risks, I knew the expectations, I knew the sacrifice. But what I didn't know was how hard it would be on my new wife. We just got married. She's still learning this life right alongside of me, and I can see the fear in her eyes every time I grab my gear or my pager goes off. She tries so hard to hide it. She doesn't want to hold me back or make me feel guilty, but she's scared. Sometimes she wakes up in the middle of the night just to make sure I made it home from a call. Sometimes she asks me questions she doesn't really want the answers to. And sometimes she goes quiet. In that way, I've already learned means she's imagining the worst. And I don't blame her. This job is unpredictable, but I don't know how to ease her mind without lying. And I don't want to lie to her. I don't want to tell her nothing bad will happen, because we both know that isn't true.
Yeah.
But I also don't want her walking around with her chest tight and her heart racing every time I leave the house. I want to be her partner, not her stress. I want her to feel secure even when I'm walking into situations that aren't. I want her to feel proud, not terrified. And I want to reassure her without making promises I can't keep. And I don't know how to do that yet. I'm new. I'm learning what this job does to you mentally, emotionally, physically, and I'm trying to figure out who I am now that I'm in it. I don't want my wife to resent this career before I even had a real chance to grow in it. I don't want fear to be the third person in our marriage. So I guess what I'm asking is, How do I talk to her? How do I say what conversations need to happen that I'm too inexperienced to even know exist yet? And how do I balance protecting her heart with telling her the truth? Well, you've lived,
Yeah.
you've lived through
That,
this. You understand what
whew,
this is about.
yeah, I have experienced all of that because I was a firefighter before I got married.
Mhm.
Um, a lot of upside to it too. But just being young and married, I've been married 29 years, so I got her right where she wants me now. But but
I love that. I'll be using
I got it right where she wants me now. I got it all figured out. I figured it all out. So but for him, I mean, just being a young couple and married, that's stress enough. Um, he said when his pager goes off, now he may be, I don't know how it's set up because in DC it's set up a little different, but I do know, we work long hours,
Mhm.
and then the part that nobody discusses is we are essential.
Yeah,
So I know you don't get much snow down there in Texas. I think you said he's a friend of yours, one
not
of
at
your
all.
friends down there, right? You don't get much snow down there in Texas, but you get hurricanes and tornadoes and all that good stuff.
Mhm.
So when the world needs you, you got to go respond and do what you're supposed to do, and then you got to come home. In my case, shovel snow. Sometimes my neighbors, I've been retired 12 years. I still shovel my neighbors' snow because there were years when I would come home and my stuff would be shoveled,
Right.
or I'm at work and my furnace is out. So you know, just being a new husband, he has a lot that is going to miss, and some of that is when you got to think about when he has kids and all that. You got to
Mhm.
get standbys and all that to go to back to school nights, and you miss Christmas sometimes, you miss Thanksgiving, you miss these things. So
Right.
all of that is in play. The danger part, to put it in perspective, uh, hey, I mean, approximately 100 firefighters die a year in the line of duty on average. Of course, that went up during 9/11, but that was what 25 years ago. But and it's not always running into the burning building and the roof collapsing. It's a heart attack.
Yeah.
You know, up
Yeah.
and down. It's not sleeping, not getting your sleep. Your was it circadian rhythm is
Mhm.
off. Because
Mhm.
it's unnatural to work 24 and off. In my case, 72. Although we love it, it's unnatural. And I've been in some fairly slow companies, but I've been in some busy companies, very busy companies. Um, it's unnatural, uh, to eat. You have to catch yourself because you're eating 100 miles an hour, like because you're trying to eat between runs.
Right.
Young guy like that, he's probably riding the ambulance too, so he's seeing it all. And then you got the guys in the firehouse giving you the business because let's be clear, we want to make you one of the crew, and
Mhm.
we're going to basically, I'm not going to use the word haze because that'll get you in HR nowadays, but we we're going to give you the business until
Yeah.
until you get in line, fall in line, and then
Yeah.
you'll be giving somebody else the business. It's just what it is.
Yeah.
And then but going out the door every day in a car
Yeah.
accident, this all can happen. I would also say, as a responsible husband, get you some good life insurance, because the joke becomes, I'm worth more dead than alive. And then if your wife ever says that, tell her that's why I made sure I put it in the next door neighbor's sister's name. So just to keep it honest,
It's
just to
so
keep it
perfect.
honest. You got to keep it honest, B. You got to keep it honest at all. You don't want to tempt her.
Absolutely.
You don't want to tempt fate. You know what I mean? So
Yes.
you want to make sure that if you go, she's taken care of. But she also knows if she kills you, there's a possibility that someone else may be taken care of better. So I'm just saying. That's just,
Hey,
my
you got to
humble
cover
opinion.
your bases,
You got to
man.
cover your bases. I'm just saying you got to be pragmatic. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. You always want to be a pragmatic thinker here, right?
There you go. There you
Um,
go.
but be the hardest part,
Hmm.
and I say this being married for 29 years, and I say this is having spent 28 years on the fire department and known firemen since all my life. My uncle, godfather. The hardest part for us as in men in general, specifically public safety guys,
Hmm.
the hardest part about marriage is sometimes when women tell you things, they don't want you to always fix it. And we are conditioned to fix things.
Yeah.
So if someone calls 911, ask us a question, we are conditioned to fix it. We are conditioned. That's just the way we are. We are culturally conditioned to fix it, to solve the problem, you
Right.
know? And it may not always be like on television between, 39 minutes and 3 commercial breaks, but we're going to figure it out and try to fix it. So
Yeah.
sometimes she just wants to be heard. She's just asking you questions. And let me preface this
Please.
with a disclaimer. I give my best advice to my friends because I don't always use it for myself. So let's be clear about that. I haven't always gotten this right. Even to this day, I haven't always. I mean, just people tell me all the time, man, why you always trying to fit? Ain't nobody asked you that. It's none of your business. But that's just the way I am. I'm just that's just what I am. I mean, because you sure don't do it for the money. You do
Yeah.
it because, and let me be honest with you, it's kind of self-serving because we all are self-serving in our own right. For
Right.
example, if you hold the door for someone, it's a courtesy.
Hmm.
Yeah, they'll appreciate it, but holding the door will make you feel better than letting the door slam in someone's face.
Yes.
So that's self-serving because you don't want that feeling of being a rude person. Now, some people thrive on that, but most people don't. In a civilized society, most people are empathetic. So back to marriage,
Hmm.
you hear things or she's telling you something and you want to fix it. There are no guarantees, and she may just want to vent. So you got
Right.
to be honest about that. And also, if he's only been a couple of years, he's changing.
Yeah.
He's maturing into this job.
Right.
So he's not going to be the same person she married.
Mm-mm.
And she needs to understand that. And he needs to help her understand that. But
Yes.
you got to also communicate these things because I'm telling you right now, if you get in the firehouse and listen to these guys tell these lies in the sitting room around the dinner table, you're going to be living in the shelter or out in the garage with the dog. I'm telling you that right now. So all of these guys who running their mouths about what they would do are not necessarily doing those things, but even when they know they should, they may not necessarily be doing them, but they're giving you advice. So you got to take it for what works for you and figure it out. But he's got to go through it to get to the other side of all of this. He got to go through it. I mean,
Yeah.
but
That's one of my
but
favorite sayings. You got
yeah,
to go
yeah.
through it to get through it.
That's the only way to. And the quicker you do it, the quicker
Yeah.
you get to the other side. But you just got to keep pushing. You got to keep walking
Right.
through it because if you stop, and then here's the thing, B, and you know this, most people don't.
Yeah.
They kind of get stuck right there and get paralyzed like a deer in the headlights.
Mhm.
That's and this time of year. I mean, it's not just up here where I am. I mean, I'm sure you see deer all over the road this
All
time of
over
year
them.
because it's that time of year. It was mating
Mhm.
season, I guess. And
Uh-huh.
they all over the place. They lose their minds and they all over the place. So
Yeah.
and
And
but
it's worse in Texas because this is our
yeah.
second spring. We don't get a
Oh wow.
fall. It's more like spring, which is great.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah, early in the mornings they are everywhere,
Yeah.
even in the
Everywhere.
city.
Yeah. You gotta. That's what it is. So,
Yeah.
but man, I tell you, he
Yeah.
he I would definitely start. Seriously though, I would definitely get some life insurance if you don't already have it. I would even double it.
Oh yeah.
Training, 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 training.
Hmm.
Um, Complacency is the biggest killer of emergency workers. Guy on the highway, same thing. One time he doesn't get out with his vest on. One time he puts a cone, takes a chance of putting the cone somewhere, thinking someone would see him because he's got his magical hard hat on. Or the firefighter, we get firefighters hit all the time in full running gear, you know. So you know, just you got to be mindful, you got to be aware, you got to be consistent with what you do, and you know, respect your SOPs, standard operating procedures, because someone else is depending on you to be somewhere at a certain place at a certain time doing a certain thing. And if you can't do that, you need to let somebody know. And it's the same with your wife. You know, hey, you get held over, whatever. She knows you work and she knows this comes with it. But, you know, if she sees the big fire on the news, the moment you get a chance to call her, you call her and let her know that you're good.
Yeah.
And I remember when I was a rookie, my mother used to work downtown, and we had a ladder truck that was 135 feet. And it wasn't my truck, but I was detailed to that company that day. And my mother worked at one end of Pennsylvania Avenue, actually, and not too far from the White House. And we were down the other end operating. And I wasn't even on the ladder, but this guy brought my mother out of her office downstairs, had her looking up the street. And he said, "You see that little dot up on top of that ladder? That's your son. He's a rookie, and we send him up there because if we lose him, it don't mean nothing to us." And my mother was so, I mean, my mother,
Goodness.
and I'm a grown man at that time, and I'm not living at home or anything, but he said that to my mother because guys used to laugh and joke and play. Fireman, that's what we do. And she was a nervous wreck. She was, and back then I didn't have a cell phone. I don't think I just had a pager, you know. So my pager's going off when I got back to the fire truck. See all kind of 911 messages and everything from my mother, and I call her. And she just had to hear from me. I wasn't even married at that point, you know. I'm just my mama's baby boy, only child, you know. So yeah.
Wow.
So you got to, people care about you, you know. People think about you, and sometimes, you know, we suffer more in our imagination. We allow the unknown to kind of take advantage of us. So yeah, if you don't tell her the scenario, she'll make one up.
Right.
And it ain't going to be pretty all the time. So
Right.
yeah.
Absolutely.
That's my advice.
That's great advice. That's great advice. I wouldn't begin to know how to talk about that. You know,
You would.
First off, I don't. Well, I'm sure I
You would.
I could walk into it blindly and maybe get through it, but I wouldn't know how to begin that conversation.
How you feel is a good start. I mean, if you're honest, see, here's the thing, B, and you know this because we do this. You do this more than me, but you know, we do this in our daily lives. We have conversations with people, and you know, sometimes people will come to you, like I said, advice is what they ask for when they already knew the answer and wish they didn't. But sometimes people just need they need their ideas reinforced. And what people appreciate more than anything, at least I do, is my friends who basically call me on my BS. You know what I mean? Now, I know that's hard to believe, B, but I got some BS with me too. We all do, but I know I do, right? And sometimes, you know, when you ask questions, you got to be honest. And like for me, I'm a context guy. So when I'm talking to you, I'm like, what does that mean? Explain that to me, because I can assume these things, but we got to stipulate that we're on having the same conversation.
Right.
So, you know, when you dealing with someone, if somebody is, and here's another thing, alcoholism, drug abuse, those things run high in public safety.
Yeah.
Because you see the worst of the world, you see people at their worst. I mean, you know, somebody called 911, not because everything's going well, there's something wrong. It may not be an emergency to you, but it's their emergency, it's their situation, and you have to respect that. But then, you know, we get back and we use a lot of humor. So we get back, and I mean, I've seen some serious stuff, Lord. I mean, you know, and we get back and we make jokes about it. I mean, but you can't do it outside of the circle. But see, the game has changed since I was a firefighter, because now guys will take that conversation as meant for this cohort in the sitting room, in this space, and then they'll put something like that on the internet.
Right.
So without context, it just looks like it makes you a horrible person. But that's their way of dealing with it. So you gotta be mindful of that. And you know, you got to think these are people's lives you're talking about. I mean, you have to be empathetic because people have real problems in real lives, and you gotta, you know, it's that golden rule thing, and it sounds kind of cliche, but cliche sounds that way because it's the truth.
Yeah,
You know, that's all it is the truth. That's all the
definitely.
cliche is. It sounds when somebody says, "Oh, that's a cliche," but it's the truth. The truth is what
Right.
it is. So, you know, and that don't change. I don't care how you dress it up. And I will say this: if it's a universal law or universal truth, if it's if it's if it's good for you because it benefits you,
Hmm.
then it has to be good, and it should be good for that other person when it doesn't benefit you.
Right. I mean, it's
And if you and
repeated,
yeah,
so it's got to be
if you
good.
want the benefit from that, but here's the thing, B.
Yeah.
But if you want the benefit of that, and
Hmm.
now you don't get it, now you feel another way about it, then you haven't been looking at the truth. You just been enjoying privilege,
There you
you
go.
know. Because as a senior firefighter and a rookie firefighter, this rookie's going through some things that, you know, some of these guys can scar this guy for life if they're
Yeah.
not careful.
Yeah.
So, you know, they'll sit there and act like they got it all figured out, but they'll scar this guy. And I'm gonna tell you, I know personally 3, maybe 4 guys who on the fire department who've committed suicide.
Mm.
I'm talking about while I was working with him, one while I was retired, one while he was retired, after he retired, but 2 or 3 while they were working.
Mm.
Yeah, so it's a real thing. So you got to watch how you play with people's emotions, you know. So all that's in play. All of
Amen to
that is
that.
in play. Yeah.
It's
But
awesome.
other than that, it's a hell of an opportunity. It's a hell of a job.
Hmm.
Once he figures it out, once he'll know that it's getting better because she'll enjoy it when he goes to work. Because she'll be like, when you going to work? When you going out there for 24 hours? You know, you got the house to herself and all that good stuff. So when you go
Right.
back to work? Yeah, you know, that kind of stuff. Even now, my wife would say, you sure you don't want to go back to the fire department? I'm like, hey, look,
No.
no. That's a
Nope.
young man. That's a young man's game. My knees, my knees hurt just thinking about it, you know. But you know, if she's being honest, and if you being honest, which I know you will, if your
Of course.
husband tells you, you know, every 4th day he's going to leave the house for 24 hours, you be like, hey, all right, you know, let me help you get out of here. Let me help you pack a bag, pack a lunch, and get you on your way.
Bye.
You know, that yeah, exactly. So yeah, so that's what it is. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's
See,
what
I
it is.
knew. I knew that you would have much better answers than I could ever come up with. And I don't even think Chat GPT could help me out on this one.
But you look, you definitely had good advice. You just didn't have the experience. But what you would have told him is pretty
Right.
much the same thing I would. I just because
Yeah.
I experienced it, he may listen more.
Right.
But it's one thing. Solid advice travels. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah, but I
Solid advice
solid
travels.
advice to me comes with that experience too, of some
Yeah,
sort. It doesn't have to be
yeah.
direct experience, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
Mm-hmm.
my dad was a firefighter or something like
Mm-hmm.
that.
Mm-hmm.
That's still experience.
Yeah,
And
because you know how that made you feel.
right,
Absolutely. Yes.
exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. So, you know, having somebody up here that has the experience to be able to talk about this that's the important part for me. Yes, this is personal. This is a friend of mine, but this is also something that I would do for a stranger as well, because I want them to understand from top to bottom, left to right. No, you're not always going to understand every single bit of it.
Yeah.
But like I always say too, I don't have to agree, but it's my job to understand. You
Yes.
know, it's my
Yes.
job to understand. I don't have to agree. And right here, this is one of those situations where I don't really have that option to, you
Yeah.
know, agree or disagree or anything. It's this is the way it is.
Yeah.
And if I am able to help this person out, then I have to bring in my big guns. Walt Talks.
Hey,
No fluff,
hey,
just the
B,
good
hey,
stuff.
look, hey, look, I appreciate it. And here's the thing: if when you talk to him, and he'll tell you the same. He knows that, but it's just he hasn't seen. He's got to live through it to get through it. I mean,
Right.
he know. Look, he knows that. One thing, you
Mhm.
know, about being and I'll just go with the public in the public safety realm.
Mhm.
You know, like, and this may be a bad example, but it's an example, and I'll put it in context for you.
Mhm.
A students teach B students how to work with C students, right?
There you go.
I have some friends who are incredible. I mean, you know, they know it all,
Yeah.
but I can't trust them to walk across the street by themselves. because their instincts are not what's necessary. You need somebody who's one, not scared to be embarrassed, make fun of
Yeah.
themselves. You need somebody who has great instincts, and you need somebody who has who is confident enough to understand that they don't have all the answers, and we got to go figure this out. And a lot of people are not that. But if he's that guy, which if he's a friend of yours, he probably is. Um, just knowing you the way I know you, there's no doubt that you guys have some great conversations, and he'll hold himself accountable, and you'll hold him accountable, and then you know he'll be fine. And he'll know he's maturing because he'll make better decisions. For example, everybody, same with the military. This thing about being a hero, so to speak. You're gonna go in, you're gonna save the day, yada 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 yada. That's why I hate watching firefighter shows, because you can't see your hand in front of your face. So when the guy runs in there, with no mask on, and it's you go, I go, and I can't take it. But the firehouse scenes are pretty real in those shows. You know what I mean? The
Yes.
way the back and forth, the BS that goes on in the firehouse is pretty real. But
Right.
a trained professional, I look at a guy who goes across the bridge, the guy jumping off the bridge,
Hmm.
and somebody jumps in after the guy, then that guy's the hero to me.
Yeah.
Because I'm a trained professional. I know better than jumping in behind this guy. I know better. I know that the rescuer usually ends up dead in that scenario. I know that the good Lord takes care of babies and fools. And I know that when I jump in here, I know better. And I'm jumping in with the attitude of knowing better. I mean,
Yeah.
that's a last result. You throw something, you throw, you roll, then you go, you know.
Right.
And when he starts seeing things like that, when he starts seeing the whole thing, and when he starts looking at the whole scenario and just not being reactive, but being a responder to
Hmm.
life and to things, and like a good police officer, same thing. A good EMT, the plumber comes in your house and there's water all over the house, flying through the, coming out through the windows and up to the ceiling. The plumber doesn't come in there and panic, because guess what? He's a plumber.
Right.
I expected to see water running when I got here. So if you're a firefighter, I expected to see an emergency when I got here. So when I get here, we're gonna fix it. Sometimes, like even on major stuff like a triage situation, it's helpless. You feel helpless because there are people that you touch one time, you see where they are, you triage them, and you keep moving to more serious people. And if you don't have enough help, it means sometimes this person may not do as well. But you got to help those who have a chance, and then the people who don't have a shot in a major situation, you got to walk past those people, and that takes a degree of discipline. And that's
Absolutely.
something that you can beat yourself up. And when he comes home, he's going to be able to have to share that with his wife and have that
Hmm.
conversation with her and his family. So that's what it is. And so
Yeah.
yeah, so he's good. He's
Yeah.
in for a life of being satisfied professionally. But if you ain't careful, you can be jacked up and mixed up and all that kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
you just gotta make sure you stay true to yourself, and if you need
Yes.
help, get it and have those conversations.
Absolutely.
Yes. Says
Absolutely.
says, says the guy who's crazy as all get out. So
Hey, you know what? To be a fighter, don't you think you have to have a level of
you gotta be a
craziness?
little bit. I mean, perfectly good building, but it's crazy because like, you know, we always mess with police officers. Police officers always mess with us, and they be like, man, I ain't running in no burning building. I'm like, bruh, at least a fire,
Yeah.
scientifics, the science kicks in. There's a pattern to the way this thing operates.
Right.
You're dealing with somebody who just defies logic. That makes no sense to me. There's a logical way that a fire burns. You're building construction, and then, I mean, you can't figure it all out, but there's certain things that just fall into a a a a law, so to
Yeah.
speak. It's like dropping two inanimate objects, one heavier than the other. You drop them both at the same time. Which one's going to hit
Hmm.
the ground first?
Right.
They're
Right.
both going to hit the ground at the same time because they fall into the law of gravity. So fire, in a sense, makes sense like that. Let somebody put an accelerator in there and all that. But when you're talking about a police officer, and I got plenty of friends and relatives who are police officers,
Hmm.
I'm like, man, The only thing that drew the line, but to bridge the gap for me is I wanted to be a arson investigator at one time.
Oh, that's neat.
Because you get that investigative side satisfied, and then you still get to be a firefighter. So, but I never, I worked on fire prevention, but I never got to be an investigator. That's probably the one thing. I ain't gonna say regret, but that's the one thing I wish I had pursued more. Yeah,
I can understand that. That's wow.
Because you got to figure it out. It's putting that puzzle together. You got to figure it out.
That is such an important job too. Yeah. And my goodness, that gosh, it takes a special kind of person to do that one too, don't it?
Hey, it takes a real special person to be on the show every day at 12 Central, B.
Oh, I don't know. I'm definitely not a hero for the show.
That's a tough one. That's a tough one, B. I'm telling you. Hey, look, you and Davina, Mama Lions, and Big Jack, I salute the three of you because I see how hard you guys work to keep this universe going. You know, I get to come in. It's kind of like the farmer that goes out and he's going to make breakfast, and then goes out to the barnyard, and he asks all the animals if they want to be part of breakfast. He asks the chicken. Chicken says, "I'm all in." Lays a few eggs. The farmer takes the eggs, goes on about his business. Chicken goes on about her business. The hen goes on about her business, right? Gets to the pig. The pig said, "Yeah, I'm all in." And the farmer chops the pig up and puts him in the pan, skins and puts him in the pan, because the pig has to really be involved. But he has to be committed to breakfast. The chicken is involved with breakfast. So I'm kind of like involved with the Big Jack universe, but I don't have as much skin in the game as the three of you have. So I really, really, really respect what you guys do. It's a lot of work, and I have so much respect for the game.
I appreciate that. I truly do. But I have to argue with you. Okay.
What's that?
I'm sorry. I don't think you understand how much you help through the whole process. Your insights, your lightness when we need it, you know, when things get a little heavy, you come in and you lighten it up for us. You have this way about you that makes people want to see you too, Walt. It's not just us. This is about you too. And you have to remember that. Okay.
Just remember this. I do know one thing. The world appreciates an opinion filled with low calorie logic sometimes. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you just got to hear that other opinion. And sometimes it's low calorie logic, but that's what it is.
You call it low calorie logic, but we don't see it that way.
And the only thing I have is the ability to just not care if I'm like to say, like, I can't be the only one watching this elephant over in the corner doing what it's doing. You know, am I the only one that sees this? Okay, so, but it's easy to do. It's easy to do. In full disclosure, when you know you understand that what you come through the door with is what you may take out of here. You know, you may not take anything extra because you kind of do this thing that you do or say things that you say, and you may not be liked or whatever. But I mean, who cares? I'm good with myself, you know. But if I do the right thing at the right time for the right reason, I tended to get less punishment as a kid. So that's where it all comes from. When I used to do the right thing at the right time for the right reason, you know, I didn't get too much discipline. I'm not gonna say beatings, because you can't say that no more. But let's just say my mother's deceased now. But if she were alive and I would tell her that, you know, she probably should have just been coming home from the penitentiary, because I used to get it, you know, and I deserved it. And I deserved it. But if you do the right thing at the right time for the right reason, and like I'm a context guy and I'm an intent guy. Yeah. So these are, you know, if you're honest, if you can't be honest with me, just be honest about your intentions. If you're not honest about your intentions, then I'll stay out your way. And the flip side of that, I'll stay out your way. I'll stay out the way, because once I say what I got to say, I'm good. You can say what you got to say. I'll say what I got to say. We disagree, and I'm good. I'll keep it moving. But what I can't do, what I cannot stand is, I knew I should have said something. God, why didn't I tell her this? Why didn't I say that? Why didn't I do that? I just never been able. That part, because I beat myself up, and that's when I overthink. I don't overthink when I had a conversation. We can talk through things, but if we don't get to talking, and you left to your imagination, I'm left to mine. My brain just spins. That's too much. That's too much pressure. Too much to think about. Yeah.
Well, speaking of thinking, so
Oh yeah, this trivia question.
Uh-huh.
The firefighter, Jack gave me the clue DMV Motown. One of the initials, so it's it ain't Dennis. That was ain't Marvin Gaye. Nah, it's not Marvin Gaye. Not Detroit. V is I don't know. Talk to me, B. Who is? Did anybody answer it in the chat?
I don't think even Big Jack knows, because DMV. All right. The answer to the Motown meets Firehouse mystery here is Levi Stubbs.
Ah, Levi.
Powerhouse lead singer of the Four Tops.
Four Tops.
You
Yeah,
were in
Levi.
there. You were in there.
Yeah, man. Only man had the black beard up here and the gray down here. Yeah, Levi. If you fit.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, before Motown polished him into one of the most unmistakable voices in American music,
yeah,
Levi was serving as a firefighter in Detroit.
I never knew that, B.
He was running calls, hauling hose, living the same unpredictable life that every rookie.
You got any idea when that was, B? What time? I'm trying to think. So the Four Tops came out before the riots.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was before the riots. Okay.
Because it was. Let's see. Well, I'm trying to read here what I pulled this from. What makes his story even better is the humility he carried with him. Even after becoming a legend, Levi turned down opportunities to go solo because he didn't want to outshine the rest of the Four Tops.
Wow.
Yeah. Go ahead.
And I used to.
Let's see. It's wild to imagine. I'm not finding a time here. Where's the time?
But I'm thinking.
Yep. Yeah. I've lost your volume. Press your button.
Cross my arm. Sorry about that, B.
It's okay.
So I'm thinking about the Four Tops. So that had to be before, that's mid 60s, so before the riots.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Okay, but still, man, I didn't know he was a firefighter. That's crazy.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? Yeah. I saw that and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy I found this one.
Yeah, Levi, that's a good one. Hey, B, you got me again.
Yeah,
you got me again. Yeah, you got me again.
I have done my job today.
You got me again. I mean, like I said, I didn't even know who that was. Usually the backstory you get me on, but that right there, you got me on the whole deal. I had no idea.
Yeah.
So what is Bill Jackson talking? Big Jack talking about DMV? Think about.
I have no clue.
Yeah, you got me on that one. Yeah,
Barry Gordy. Yeah, Barry Gordy. There you go. That's a close one. Yeah, but yeah. So hey, that was good. I like that.
That was a good one. Yeah,
absolutely.
Shout out. Yeah. So, your firefighter and your future podcaster, you got to make sure you keep us up to date and give us a progress report. Yeah, give us a progress report.
Oh, believe me, I follow it. When I send them a letter and a response to let them know that, hey, I'm going to read that today. I let them know, hey, I'm going to read this today, and I would absolutely love an update. And I even offered, if you would love to come up and be a guest, that'd be great too. So I'm hoping with everything that I am that we will get an answer on this one. The fact that I can actually walk down the street and go knock on his door helps too. So
yeah, well, I hope that helps him. At least like I said, he probably already knows this, but at least puts it in perspective. Will know that it's not uncommon. What he's going through is not uncommon, because anybody who tells him, shake it off, rookie, get it together.
Right.
Run for your life, bro. Run for your life, man.
Right.
That person is no good. The person I'm scared to death of the self-made person and the person who's got it all figured out. I stay away from that person, because if you don't respect the universe, the world, enough to know that you don't know it all, but you know what you've experienced. And trust me, I'll argue my position just like anybody else, but I'll be the same one. I don't have a problem changing it once you show me the other side of it. I just need to test it.
Right.
Being in emergency management, number one thing you do is make a plan.
Yes.
And the number two thing you do be in 1A really. 1A is really you got to test it and try to break it because you can only simulate so much.
Mm-hmm.
So it does you no good to sit there and feel good about yourself and have this puffed up ego if it won't stand the test. You got to be able to test it. So if this is your thoughts, your opinions, you got to ask those questions. And trust me, if he doesn't know, there's 10 other people in the class that don't know either. So, or
There you go.
in the firehouse that don't know. So he'll be
There
fine.
you go.
He'll be fine.
That's
He will be
awesome.
fine. And pay
Thank
it
you.
forward. Pay it forward.
Yes.
Let the
Yes.
next rookie know that you didn't have all the answers either. And it's
Yes.
okay. Pay it forward. You got to pay it forward. That's the dues you pay for being alive. You got to pay it forward. So
There you
yeah,
go.
that's what it
There you
is.
go.
So,
That's beautiful. That's absolutely.
hey, look, you kick the dogs, B. Would you step on it? Would you hit it with the B? Would you roll over the tail? Would you roll over the tail, B? You can't
No,
move the tail, B. You know
the
they're
door
sitting under you.
opens,
Oh,
slight
okay.
noise, anything, and they
Hey,
just
but
go
look,
off. But if I
but here's
don't
the
let
thing.
them be in here with me, then they will go nuts outside the door. So,
But their timing is perfect because we're right there. And that must be my cue that I'm talking too much.
not at
So,
all. Just
so I
like this
get it.
fireman, I knew what I was getting into when
Oh
I invited
man,
you, sir.
I get it. I definitely get it.
Oh
Yeah,
my
for
gosh.
sure.
And it was amazing. Well, thank you
Been
so
fun,
very
B.
much.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it. Thank
I
you for
just
having me.
I appreciate your insight and your answers. And I love that you made time for us, especially with this situation and a friend. And
Hey,
like I've said, and I will continue to say, you bring the good stuff.
I appreciate you,
No
B.
fluff, just the good stuff. And that to me means so very much. So
Glad to
very.
be a part of the team. Just trying to earn my keep.
Well, you
Just
do
trying.
that above and beyond, sir.
Hey, just trying to earn my keep.
You've never
Just trying to earn my keep.
look, you've never solved any of my problems. You've never put out my fire, but you're still one of my heroes. Okay.
I appreciate you, B.
All
I
right.
definitely appreciate. Hey, look, and let me say this. I would be remiss if I don't say this. Like I guess we've been knowing each other now about 10 months, maybe. Yeah,
Pretty close.
close to
Yeah.
10 months. Yeah, close to 10
Yeah.
months, maybe. Yeah,
Almost a
close,
year.
almost a year. Yeah, if not a year, because we passed a year on the jack on Iron Sharpening Iron, so it may be
Right.
a year. But hey, I mean to watch you progress. I mean, because I just remember, Jack, long before I met you, him telling me, man, we got B in the background. She's dealing with the bots. She's fighting. I didn't even know what a bot was. I'm like, what is a bot? I
Right.
didn't even know what a bot was. And then, you guys were doing your thing and you were doing your thing. And next thing here you are, BBTV, the whole production,
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And I have so much respect for the game that, I tell people all the time, unless I'm like have that level of commitment, like showing up every day at 12 o'clock central type of commitment,
Yeah.
I'm not even going to fool myself, because that's a heck of a commitment. Like I said, I've turned down jobs because I don't want to be essential anymore.
Right.
And that's you are definitely essential to the Big Jack universe, to the Iron Sharpening Iron universe. You as well as Davina and of course Big Jack. And this I come in, I
You're
come in.
essential too.
Hey, I come in, play the cowbell and the tambourine, and I go on home. I only had to make rehearsal. You know what I mean? So you guys got
You know
all the
what?
rehearsing to do and writing music and all that kind of stuff. You want to use the
There's some
music
pretty
stuff.
good music out there that's got cowbell in it. Okay.
Yeah. Somebody got to play the cow. Somebody got to play the cowbell, B.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
some of the best played the tambourine, and you got yours.
Absolutely.
You
Somebody
take
got to play the tambourine. Hey, and I'm okay with that. I know that, so I'm good with that. Yeah.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
B, I definitely appreciate you. This has been fun. I was a
Thank
little nervous at first. I ain't gonna lie, because I'm like, I'm like, man, you
Well,
just get that look on your
it
face.
didn't have anything to do with this
That
thing.
part, well, you know, it's kind of like, see, here's the thing. This is just something I just learned as a kid.
As a kid?
When a woman, as a kid, it was my wife. But when a woman asked me, how am I doing, or how was your day, I'm automatically saying, what have you heard?
Uh-huh.
Because there's always a question behind that, you know. So
Right.
yeah. So I just, you know, when you say, Walt, hey, you want to come on the show? I'm like, yeah, for sure, man. 100%.
Is Jack calling you? I bet Jack's calling you, isn't he?
Hey, B, I just went through what Big Jack went through. The one person that can override my do not disturb, who I told I was going to be online, is calling me. It's calling me. Yeah, no. So now and now I can't even. That's all I had on him, and I don't even have that on him anymore.
Oh my goodness.
That's all I had on him. The one person, and I'm sitting there saying, "God, dog, she got me." I didn't think you could hear because I had it on low.
I heard you.
But you heard it, yeah, man.
And you
I
know
told
what?
her.
Do you realize how beautiful this day is for me?
I told her, I said, look, I'm gonna be online from about 12:30 to 2.
Mhm.
Really, I knew it was like 1 to 2, but you know, yeah. So now, you know, I'm gonna have to have a long conversation with her. Probably gonna start with.
You tell her I said thank you.
It's probably gonna start with anime. I done told you. No, probably gonna start with the Jack and B put you up to that. They put you up to that. I know they put you up to that. Yeah. Because I said,
it was Jack calling on purpose.
No, because the ring, she's got that one ring. And the reason I have it kind of like a softer tone is because I know it overrides do not disturb.
Right.
So, you know, when you go into do not disturb somewhere, I don't want to cut the phone off. You go do not disturb. It's like, okay, if she calls me, it's an emergency because I already told her I'd be online, but that's okay.
Tell her she's my new best friend and tell her I love her.
Yeah, I certainly will. I think y'all set me up. I feel like I've been had. I feel like I've been set up. I'm gonna have to have a long conversation with her because I know she set me up.
Having a good day.
Yeah, y'all got me. Took a while, B, but y'all finally got me, and I don't have nothing on Jack at this point. So that's all I had on him. And hey, look, and the quiet as it's kept, B, quiet as it's kept. I appreciate you saying that because I really thought I got away with one, but now I feel better knowing that I didn't. I thought I got away with one. Oh man, all right, you heard it. So
you don't sugarcoat, neither do I.
No. So they tell Jackie that to take it out my pay.
There you go.
Oh, that's right.
And put it in mine.
Yeah, put it in yours. Yeah, tell them to take it out of my check, put it in yours. Yeah.
Y'all both can owe me a phone conversation. I'm telling you.
Yeah. So you know, tell them matter of fact, how much did he pay you last month?
Oh. He got paid me double this month.
So we're gonna double it.
Double nothing.
Yeah, we're gonna double it. Yeah, we're gonna double it. Yeah.
Right. I'll take it.
All right, B. Hey, look, I appreciate you.
Yes. Thank you.
It's been
so
fun.
much,
We had a good laugh. Yeah, no worries, B. This was great. So thank you. And you keep up the good work, and I'm proud of you. And this is great stuff. Keep me posted on your results, and I guess I'll see you Wednesday.
Yes, sir.
All right.
All right.
What do you have? So you got no, you're back on live tomorrow every day. Tomorrow.
Every day at noon.
All right, B. 1 o'clock Eastern, 12 o'clock Central, right?
That's me.
Wow. B.
I'm loving
it. You for that. I know you are. But I salute you for that. Hey, look, I'm having commitment issues. All righty.
All right, y'all.
All right,
I'm going to go ahead and close this one out. Thank you all for being here. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Much, Walt. You're the best.
You got it.
All
Take
right.
care, B. All right.
See y'all tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Okay.